Gavin here again. Next lesson, there's money to be made in any situation. So, we're facing a difficult time right now. A lot of people, their work has been paused, or people have been laid off from work. These are difficult times for a lot of people, and the long and short of it is, it's what you make of it. There are more millionaires created in times of difficulty than in times of growth. These times of uncertainty make people work that bit harder, be that bit more creative. Things go up and down in value. There's a flip side to everything. So it depends what side of the fence you're sitting on, how your mindset is, what you make of it, and what you'll do. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer, sadly, and it's these times where the poor are forced to be more creative. They'll find other ways to make money. So the money's always there floating about. The investments are always going to be there floating about. You just need to catch them. Is it a good time to buy or sell? Well, each investment is independent of the last, so I can't specifically tell you to buy or sell. You just need to find your deals and negotiate your deals. There may be a lot of people unwilling to put their property in the market right now. They believe that the market is going to be slow, nobody's going to offer them anything. So if you find these people that don't really have confidence in the property market, you may be able to get a deal from them, offer them below market value, come forward with your offer. I'm willing to buy it now. I can get this finance in place, or I already have it, and I'll buy it from you right now. Because if you were to wait for this market to come up, who knows how long it will take. So you might be able to negotiate a deal on that. So possibly it's a buyer's market and not a seller's market. But possibly you could be on the other side as well, selling out. So things like rent and mortgages, because the economy is down, it may be harder for people to get a mortgage. Now if you're in a position to get a mortgage, even better. You've got something that they can't get. You've got something that somebody else wants. So as a renter, property investor, as a property investor, you're sitting here with the properties. Other people can't get their mortgages, so you are in a better position to offer them house rental. So you're sitting on the good side of the fence now, because you've got something that they can't get, you've got something that they want. It's a better market. Now if you're renting, going back to that, maybe the market is slow for the investors and the agents. Many people don't want to move. They've been given their 3-month payment holiday, which, by the way, you still need to pay back. It's a repayment plan. But you've been given the holiday, you've been taken off work, lost your job or reduced hours. Maybe not a lot of people are moving, so what if you can go to an agent and ask for a discount? just individual circumstances. An agent or an investor might have an empty property for a while. They might be desperate to get someone in. Possibly. Use the circumstance to your advantage. Just ask. So as an investor, there's money to be made on both sides. And even as a renter, you might be able to still get a good deal. What if it's been laying empty? You ask for a little cut on something you really like, just to get you in, because from my point of view, what I see is, I can leave it empty. I might not get somebody else in for another month. So 1 month rent, divide it down. If I give you a discount over the 6 months of 20, 50 quid, so 6 times 50 quid, 300 quid, that's only like half a month for rent, you know, and I might be empty for a full month, 4 weeks. So 4 weeks, I've lost 600 quid. Or I'll give you a £50 a month discount for 6 months. 50 by 6, 300 quid. That's 2 weeks quicker, 2 weeks more. Little incentives like that, just to get someone in. Remember not to just get them in for the sake of it. Do your due diligence, make sure they're in a good position. I don't like seeing the ones that think that first come, first serve, I've got the deposit, I'll take it. I manage on my own, so I like to vet and choose who I'm picking, because these are people I'm going to have to deal with when it goes sour. So I hope that gave you a bit more insight. I hope you took something away from this. It's not all doom and gloom. Find what you're good at, find what interests you. You might even be able to do something like an online business whilst you're working from home, whilst you do have time off work. Make the most of what you've got.